Struggling with anxiety and sleepless nights? You're not alone. Weighted blankets have been hailed as a game changer, with celebrities and influencers raving about their ability to soothe frayed nerves and induce deep sleep. Once a specialized tool for specific therapeutic needs, these blankets have now become a mainstream wellness trend, promising tranquility to anyone battling the stresses of modern life. But here's where it gets controversial. Are they truly worth the hype, or are we paying top dollar for a glorified placebo? Let's rewind a bit. Weighted blankets aren't new. Occupational therapists have been using them since the 1970s to help children with autism and adults with sensory processing disorders. They hit the commercial market in the 1990s, but remained largely within niche communities. That all changed when companies started marketing them to the casually anxious. Basically, anyone feeling overwhelmed by daily life. The strategy worked like a charm. Time magazine even crowned the weighted blanket one of the top 50 inventions of 2018. But does the science back up the buzz? The idea behind weighted blankets is simple yet intriguing. Typically weighing between 2 to 13 kilograms, experts suggest 10% of your body weight. They apply what therapists call deep pressure stimulation. This gentle, even pressure mimics the sensation of being hugged or held, theoretically promoting relaxation. Sounds appealing, right? But this is the part most people miss. The research isn't as clear-cut as the marketing claims. Studies have shown promising results, but with a catch. For instance, a study of 120 psychiatric outpatients found that weighted blankets improved insomnia symptoms in individuals with conditions like major depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety, and ADHD. However, these findings apply to people with diagnosed mental health issues, not the general population now being targeted by brands. And here's the kicker. Reviews of the research consistently struggle to prove benefits for healthy individuals. While they might help those with clinical anxiety or sleep disorders, there's little evidence they're a game changer for casual users. Adding to the complexity, about half of the research on weighted blankets falls short of quality standards for robust scientific evidence. Yet, product websites and lifestyle magazines continue to tout them as miracle solutions. So, who might actually benefit from these blankets? Shift workers, for example, could find them useful for combating the health effects of irregular sleep schedules. Healthcare workers, firefighters, or pilots relying on power naps might also appreciate their potential to speed up sleep onset. And let's not forget the placebo effect. If a weighted blanket makes you feel calmer and sleep better, even if it's not for the reasons manufacturers claim, that's still a win, as long as you're aware of what you're buying. However, they're not risk-free. People with certain conditions like diabetes, asthma, or circulation problems should consult a doctor before using one. Young children and anyone who can't move easily under the weight should avoid them altogether. So, are weighted blankets inherently bad? Not necessarily. As a low-risk tool to complement good sleep hygiene, they're not problematic. The real issue is the overselling of their capabilities. If you're considering one, temper your expectations. You're not buying a cure-all for modern anxiety, but rather a potentially comforting sleep aid. For many, that sense of security might be worth the investment, even if the science isn't as solid as the ads suggest. But here's the million-dollar question. Is a weighted blanket worth the premium price, or are you essentially paying for an expensive hug? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think they're a wellness revolution or just another overhyped trend?